Hello my lovely Tauruses, thank you so much for joining me. This is your full moon reading. This will be from the 28th of January and this will be just for this cycle of full moon, just to see what the guides have in store for you, messages they may have for you. And here we go. We have heart chakra, unfurling back to love. And this is a lovely card we have for you. Okay, what else are we drawn to? We're going to go with these lovely oracle cards today for my lovely Tauruses. What messages do we have? Oh, they definitely want these two. Okay, and we have Between Worlds, and we also have Poised. Okay, I think I had these cards earlier in another reading. I think they were for the air signs. I think it might have been, oh, I can't remember. Anyway, if you check the other signs in your and are following those, nope, they're saying that's enough of those ones. Been told. Okay, and they're saying they are not supposed to be on that pile. Okay. Go. Okay, so this is definitely showing up in this reading. There's a dragonfly here. There's also the very earth green energy, the healing energy. And we've also got Fiona and the unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. So a lot of healing going on for you this cycle of the moon, my lovely Taurus. And they're just saying definitely some of these, and then we'll start. Oh, hold on. We've got breakthrough coming through for you. And is there anything else? Yes, these two. Thank you very much. We have You're Worth It, and we also have Catch Your Breath. Okay, so I'm actually getting quite a lot from you. Quite a lot of lots happened lately for you, and I feel like we're going to start with the heart chakra healing. And I feel like a lot of you actually need to focus on the heart chakra and healing that heart chakra. I feel like there's still perhaps some miscommunications. I feel like my heart isn't speaking clearly to speaking what I need to say to the ones around me. I feel like I'm not actually speaking from my heart at the moment. I'm speaking from my mind, and I'm speaking from what I think people want me to say, want me to do. So I'm getting from some of you that you've been going with the flow a little bit, and I feel like you haven't been your authentic self, and I feel like you feel a little bit detached from perhaps some family connections, some love connections. And it's just because you feel like you can't really speak up. And I feel like it's because you haven't been really speaking from your heart. You've been more speaking from your head, and you're a bit stuck in your head. And for a Taurus, that's really quite a hard thing. And I think transforming from that, I feel a bit stubborn actually. I feel like a bit of a stubborn streak where I feel a bit stuck. I feel like some of you are actually in between situations, and I feel like you don't want to complicate anything. And I feel like I'm holding my tongue. I feel like I don't feel like I can say what I want to say because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I feel things have changed. I feel things have moved on, that I need to be like more honest with myself, but I'm sort of scared to be honest with myself. And I feel like I'm scared. Things are moving forward, and I'm not sure I'm ready for new beginnings, but new beginnings are coming for me anyway. And I feel like these new beginnings are, creeping forward, and you're learning about yourself and you're learning about your wants and needs. But it's hard because you're not, dropping into your heart chakra, and you're not speaking from your heart. So you're sort of holding yourself aside from others at the moment. I feel like there's tension. I feel like there's tension going on. Let's see if we can work out what's going on here. I feel like when it says breakthrough, I feel like it's more breaking out. I feel like a little bit like I feel a little bit undervalued, and I feel like I need to take time out to find my value and my worth, and then how to share that with others without sounding making others feel guilty and not feeling guilty myself, because I'm holding a lot of guilt at the moment. And they're just saying, take time out to catch your breath, and they're really showing me this hug a tree. They're saying you are very much a nature-centered person. So if it's hug your cat, if it's hug your animal that's there, if it is hug a tree, if it's putting your hands in the soil, whatever the connection is that you need to really get your resonance back up and that balance back into your life. It's very important. We have the gift of sacred sight, and this for me is coming through. I feel like this you're trying to block a little bit. I feel like this sight is something that comes and goes to you, and there's a little bit of fear and trepidation, because some things you don't want to see, some things you don't want to acknowledge because they're a bit overwhelming. I feel like I'm judging myself quite harshly, but I'm also judging others by what I found out. So they're just saying this is about, knowing yourself, but it's also about forgiveness. And they want you to be able to know that these lessons are about, forgiving yourself and releasing that tension and that knot. And I do feel like there's knots inside me, and it's about, whatever tension you're holding on to, and releasing those and letting them out and speaking of them, so you can release them and work out how to get back into dropping into that sacred space of your heart. Okay, we're going to go to my lovely Taurus and see what the cards have to say for you. And we have the moon in reverse, so for the full moon reading. So yeah, I get emotional, but instead of, I feel like I'm upset with others more than myself at the moment. I feel like I'm maybe even a little bit snapping at others, or I have people snapping at me, and I'm just so my world's really not in harmony at the moment. That's what I'm feeling with this first card, and I feel like that's the balance you're seeking, is some peace and alone time that you really have been, I feel like the disquiet is about others and about them in your space and about your core beliefs and how you see the world. And I feel like that's sort of changing, and you're not quite sure how to move forward, because I feel like things are changing for you, and I feel like new avenues are coming through, a new part of your life is happening, and I feel like it's not changeable, it's moving forward. It's just like life doesn't stop, and this is about your life moving forward, and you just having to adjust to it, and it's very scary for you because you don't know where you sort of sit in it. And I feel like this is, you feel like you really want something that's stable, yet the world is moving around you and, at a rapid pace. So you just want to sit in the garden and just, you know, really center and balance yourself. And this one is, okay, we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I do feel like this is, and I just want to clarify that. And this is the 5 of Coins. So there's a lot of choices that have to be made at this time that have to do with money and about sort of, it feels like lifelong decisions, sort of like, it's like I have to make them quickly, but you know, this could change my future, this could change my life, this could, you know, but they're such, you know, strong choices, like financial and moral choices, that's like, am I doing the right thing? And it's just like, I feel like I don't want to make these decisions that I'm not ready, but the world is changing and moving faster than you. And I feel like you're, you know, this is the 9 of Chalices, and I feel like you're just, you know, just holding on, just dancing along and just going, okay, well, I'm just, because this is in reverse for me. And it's sort of, I'm getting, you know, I'm just holding on to my emotions, but I feel like, you know, they're all going to come out, and if we don't get some balance and some sort of understanding back into our relationship and understand where we're all coming from. And one more, they said, okay, and we've got Judgment. And I feel like this is more, what they're saying is the aspect of, you know, don't be so critical. I feel very, you know, very self-critical, and that, you know, things can't be changed if I make this decision. And I feel like you're putting too much weight on these choices and these, you know, everything has a path, and if you're meant to be somewhere and something's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And so, you know, don't take everything to heart. Don't think everything's going to, you know, be a calamity, and if you've chosen one thing wrong, then it's all going to crumble. You know what? It's not. It's if something's meant to be, it will happen. And if you think positively, often it will work out for the best. So they just want you to, and they're saying it's very hard at the moment because there's a lot of emotional turmoil with you, and because your heart isn't clear. Oh, sorry, that was the mic. Your heart isn't clear at the moment. So, you know, make sure you reconnect with the earth, regrounding yourself. Really take that time to breathe and reconnect with who you are and what you want and what you need to say and release before it's too late, before it all explodes, and before you feel like it's sort of run over you like a train and you can't take control. Because I feel like it's a feeling that you're out of control, and you really like control and to know where you're coming from. Anyway, I hope this has helped, and I hope you do have a lovely full moon, and I hope you can come back and see me again. So if you can subscribe, like and comment, I'd be very grateful. Hopefully I will see you again soon, and have a lovely time, Taurus. Thanks again.